So what is a living benefit? Most people think that life insurance only pays out when you die, but some companies offer a free rider called an accelerated death benefit rider, also known as a living benefit. And even though half of America is in medical debt, most people have never heard of this. So a living benefit is exactly what it sounds like. It's an acceleration of your death benefit while you're alive. Not only does your beneficiary have access to money if you passed away, but now you have access to the money for certain situations as well. So if you were to become diagnosed with a critical, chronic, or terminal illness, or even a critical injury, you could accelerate a large chunk of your death benefit to yourself while you're alive. So if you were diagnosed with cancer, heart attack, stroke, blindness, paralysis, a major organ transplant, brain injury, etc., there's a lot more there, we would call the carrier with the doctor's note and get you a big fat check sent in the mail. And you can actually do whatever you want with this money. There's no restrictions or limitations. So let's walk through a quick example. Let's say you have a $500,000 policy and you've been diagnosed with an aggressive cancer and now you can't work. You're beyond stressed, the bills keep coming in each month, and now you're getting behind thinking emergency savings will only last me about 6 months. Well, we don't want to sell the house. What we want to do is file a claim with the insurance company. They're going to ask for records, diagnosis, and some other information from your doctor. That way they can approve everything. From there, they're going to determine the severity of your illness and pay you accordingly. So let's say they allow you to accelerate 20% of your policy. That's $100,000 in your pocket that you can use for anything tax-free. Better treatment that might require traveling, hotels, gas, holistic treatment, not covered by insurance, paying for your mortgage, your kids' sports, your credit cards, payroll for a small business, trusts, wills, getting your things in order, whatever it might be. That way you're not leaving your loved ones in a complete mess if something does happen to you. And this is going to be a much better option than going the GoFundMe route or tapping into your 401k and having to pay that penalty, which 20% of 401k early distributions are actually due to medical debt. So we want to avoid that. And if you don't believe me, just go look at the data. The data shows that 1 in 2 people get cancer, 1 in 3 if you're a woman, 1 in 4 have a heart attack, and 1 in 6 have a stroke during one's lifetime. I swear, I don't know how this is getting worse with all the technology that we have. Cancer alone can put people in debt more than $100,000, even with good insurance. 50% of bankruptcies are due to medical debt. Let that sink in, America. Medical debt. Now, I'm not saying that you can only access 20% of your policy, but like I said, it all depends on the severity. The highest I've ever seen was close to 50% of somebody's policy being accelerated while they were alive. But most companies actually only allow you to go up to about $1 million of acceleration. So say you have a $10 million policy, usually $1 million might be the limit. You can't pull $5 million out. Now, the one thing that you need to know is that you don't have to pay this back. And if you do pass away, then the company would just pay out your original death benefit minus the money that you were accelerated. So if you had a $500,000 policy and you accelerated $100,000 of it and passed away 6 months later, then your beneficiaries would only receive $400,000, which still isn't a bad deal. I don't see many banks giving out money to people that get sick or hurt. So realistically, it's not just an insurance policy, but this is actual leverage. You just put your dollar to work and have access to a lot more dollars if you need it in a certain horrific situation in your life, which when we lose our health, we usually lose everything. So this was just a quick overview of what living benefits are, how they work with a few examples. If you do have more questions, please reach out. I have a link down below where you can get quotes, where you can schedule a phone call. If you did get something from this video, please like, subscribe, leave a good comment. That way the algorithm shows other people that are looking for videos like this. This way we know we're all protecting ourselves. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.